Hi guys, welcome to the latest episode of Cricket Draft Insight. I hope that you're all well. Hope that you've enjoyed the first couple of weeks of the county championship season. Managed to maybe get to some games or watch some games on the live streams and rack up some points. I'll start by telling you about how my team's gone, and then hopefully that'll lead to me not just talking about myself and talking about other players and the future. I've had a sort of Sam Northeast type start to the season in that I had a fantastic first week and a not so good second week, but fair is fair because some people benefited more than others given how the rain and the weather played out in the first week. I think there were 2 games didn't get going at all, so some people missed out on a lot of points. I got 2,000 plus points. Ryan Higgins captain, double 100. Sam Cook 10 wickets, but then really dried up in the second week, after day one. I mean, I barely got any points, and horrible feeling of deja vu because it was very similar to last season. And of course, last season, I started with a batting lineup of Daniel Bell-Drummond, Tom Lamombe and David Lloyd, all of whom to some extent have been in quite good form at the start of this season. I mentioned before how you don't want to get frustrated about players you didn't pick or players you nearly picked or players you picked in the past. But I can't help it. I had Alex Thompson 2 years ago, and there he is taking 11 or 12 wickets, and I'm like, oh, I don't have Alex Thompson. Obviously, a lot of batters got runs this week, and a lot of my players, they did have a chance. They had at least one chance, some of them two, and they didn't take it. They got in, they got out. Miles Hammond is one I've spoken about. I can understand how Gloucestershire fans maybe get frustrated by him because he was slow going in the first innings, and then he got to 43 and he got out. And in the second innings, he was being quite aggressive and he was looking good. And then he got out playing an aggressive shot late in the day. So can he just go on? Kieran Carlson's got me a couple half centuries. Anirin Donald, barely had a chance, one chance, scored 7 runs. So I just hope, I think the weather's a bit better than we were expecting actually. So I hope there's going to be opportunity for my players to get some runs in game week 3. And Ben Code took a few wickets. Ethan Bamber hasn't set the world on fire, but hopefully Sam Cook's going to be back. So I'm still backing that bowling attack: Cook, Code and Bamber with the Duke's ball, crucially. So what's going to happen now? Are people bringing in spinners because spinners have been doing well, but are the pace bowlers gonna rip through the opposition early on, leaving a bit less opportunity for the spinners? Or are spinners still going to do well because they've been in form? Maybe the pitches themselves are a bit more, turning a bit more than we expect. So it'd be interesting to see what happens, how the batters perform, what effect the Duke's ball coming back has instead of the Kookaburra. And like I say, I'll still be backing Cook, Code and Bamber to do well. Maybe one part of my team, so Matthew Waite didn't play, which I semi-thought was a possibility. I had Tom Scriven. I'm just wondering about maybe making a change there, just something exciting. But I got my eye on somebody like Baya Swanepoel, who, if you've ever played the Cricket Captain computer games, you'll know is an absolute beast on that game. He's got some pretty impressive real life statistics. So if he can perform anything like that in the county championship, so I'm eyeing bringing him in. He doesn't arrive till May the 1st, and obviously now game week 3, then game week 4. I think it's game week 4 is the 4 teams don't play. Kent might be one of those. And then 5 or 6, quite a few teams don't play. So you've got to manage that, but not get yourself in a hole at the other side. And we spoke about subs, spending points in subs. There's been some talk of bringing in subs that might play, which sort of mentioned. I'm kind of going for the I just hope it'll fall into place kind of thing. Really reluctant to spend 75 points. So even if there's a week or two where I don't quite have 11 players, that expenditure of 75 points, you don't know that you'll get it back or you'll get much of a gain. And I know some people have mentioned your little 75 points adds up, doesn't it, across 2 or 3 players. So I'll probably be erring on the side of caution. I've got a bit of an eye on those fixtures and looking at my players. I know game week 4, a couple of players aren't going to play. I think I can be set up well for that. But yeah, 5 and 6 will be really tricky. Big uptick in sort of followers and subscribers. I think a lot of people are discovering Cricket Draft puts a bit of pressure on me to provide some actual insight And as I've always said, hopefully have these videos looking semi-polished. But please look out for more insight, more trivia, more just despairing the performances of my own team. I hope you do really well. Thank you very much for watching. How's that?